Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today let's do the first mopping with this brand new Roborock Saros 20. We got some muddy paw prints here, Cheerios, long hair, and a bunch of dirt and debris in the corner. Now this is Roborock's latest robot vacuum cleaner. In this video, we're going to just be watching a mopping event. I'll do a separate video on the sensors, the AI sensors for advertising versus reality. We'll turn all those on and see if it can actually see when there's a spilled mess or something. But today, we're just going to do a simple mopping and vacuum test. Now, I did buy this robot vacuum cleaner with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video. It does have spinning mop pads, split brush dual roller design, lots of advanced features, but this is just the first cleaning. Now, after I do this, I'll do the advertising versus reality. Then I'm going to take it to my home and live with it and do the 3-month real world test. And if it passes all of my testing after 3 months, as you can see, like here, the Roborock Curve X, Mova V50, Mova P10 Pro, they received the Just a Dad Blue sticker seal of approval. Again, I do purchase these robot vacuum cleaners with my own money. This is home of the honest review. I want to help you get the best robot for the best price. The easiest place to find all the robots that I already recommend is my website, justadadapproved.com. On my website, if you click on a link, I am an Amazon affiliate. It's going to take you to Amazon. If you end up purchasing that product, I do earn a small commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. Also, I'll have spec sheets. These are specs that I think are important to us. I'll have my scoring card so that you can see exactly how it's scored on everything. Now, if you want to see how to set this robot up, I have a complete setup video where I go through all the settings. There are quite a few settings on it. Okay, we're going to go clean the corner test area. We're going to do a room. Let's do that room. I'm not going to use the smart plan. I'm going to do general. Let's do vacuum and mop. Water level, I'm going to turn it up to about 24. 2 passes. And standard cleaning pattern. All right, then let's hit start.
Starting selective room cleaning.
Okay, the robot can detach the mop pads, but if they were detached, it's going to reattach them right now. It's going to fill the robot's internal water tank up with hot water. Now, it says it does hot water mop washing, but that water cools off really quick. The robot does not have an internal water tank. I mean, it doesn't have a heater inside its internal water tank. Okay, we're going to see how the Roborock Saros 20 cleans up this big mess. So it did the perimeter of the room first. Now it's going to go back and forth in the nice straight lines. May need to turn the suction up a little bit. There, it's on turbo. He's struggling with those Cheerios just a little bit. I think it thinks that's an obstacle. So there is still some dirt there, but it's going to do 2 passes. In the app, you can see right where it's cleaning. I am going to turn the water flow up just a little bit to 27. It does leave some stuff behind right in the middle. So it looks, I'm not sure if it's going to do the perimeter. It does. I don't think it's doing the perimeter of the room again. Again, I'll be doing a separate video on obstacle avoidance. It definitely needed to vacuum and mop the center of the room. I would have liked to have seen it vacuum the perimeter. The side brush, it slows it down almost to a stop in the corner. I'm not, it's acting different than other. I didn't think that the old way was bad. Like the Roborock curves and stuff, when they clean corners, they do a good job. This one did leave some stuff in the corner. Now I do have the smart AI detect dirt detection off, because that'll be in the ad versus reality video. Yeah, there's quite a bit of mud on here still. I've got the water flow turned up pretty high. And that's going to do it. Okay, so it does not do the perimeter of the room for the second pass. I had this, I'll do this in the advertising versus reality. I had it out, but I just forgot. Check the temperature. Okay, we're gonna get an auto empty event. I do have it turned all the way up to high. And we're gonna get a mop washing. And I do have it set to soak the mop pads.
Emptying dustbin.
Sounds pretty powerful. Here's the Here's the cleaning pattern. So this might be the soaking. I heard the water pump on. It kind of stopped spinning the mop pads for a little bit. Okay, now it's gotten really quiet. Okay, it's all done. That fan is really quiet. Drying the mop pads. Really quiet. Okay, let's go take a look at the dirty water tank. It's lukewarm. Okay, there's been a lot of hype around this Saros 20R, or the Saros 20. You know, mopping performance was just okay, but I had the AI turned off, so I'll do that in a separate video. If you want to see the threshold climbing, the curtain, it can do curtains now and different things. That's in the full first look video. That video is typically about an hour long, so a lot going on. I just like to pull this out. If you want to see real quick how it does, nothing too spectacular from what I'm seeing. Huge price point on this thing, $1,600. I know it does thresholds now, so that is important, but I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit better at cleaning, because that's kind of the basic thing it has to do is clean. So we'll see. It is super thin, so it's going to go in a lot of areas, but the cleaning didn't seem that much different than the Saros 10R. So anyway, check out my website, justadadapproved.com. I'm getting ready to give the Roborock Curve 2 Flow my blue sticker seal of approval. Same with the Mova P10 Pro. I'm getting ready to do those cleaning videos. I just got the Dyson. That thing, again, $1,200. Whew, way too expensive. But it actually did a really good job at the first look. So I got to take these robots home, live with them. That way I know, because not all robots get my Just a Dad blue sticker seal of approval. In fact, quite a few don't. So again, that website, justadadapproved.com. I can't wait for that website. I have a website now. It's very basic. I hired a company, and it's getting completely revamped to help you as the consumer make wise choices. But it's going to be, once you get this robot and then you do the maintenance on it, I'm going to have generic parts if they work on there. I'm going to have how to do the maintenance, all the videos to support a robot vacuum cleaner that I approve of. But again, if you're thinking about getting, like, there's the Aqua 10, the Dreamy Aqua 10, it doesn't have the blue sticker seal of approval. So you can always go to my website and see what robots actually are approved and what are not. And I will give my reasons. You'll see the scorecard, the videos to back it up. This is nothing that I'm doing just off the top of my head. I've got all the scoring, the videos, everything backs up. But ultimately, we can have all the scoring and videos and testing procedures that we want. It boils down to a couple things. A, is it hassle-free? Did I have to mess with it a bunch? Did I feel like I wanted to throw it out the window? If I didn't feel like I wanted to throw it out the window, then okay, it passes that test. Now, does it clean? It has to clean, okay? Those are pretty much the two biggest requirements that it's got to get passed first. And then I dive into some of the little more details of it, but that's pretty much basic it. Is it cleaning? And is it, because guess what? I'm Wrecking Robot. These are the recommendations I give my friends and family. That Mova P10 Pro and that Mova V50 right there and the Roborock Curve X. When a family member or a friend asks me what robot vacuum cleaner they should get, I tell them the Mova P10 Pro first because it's the price point to jump in at. But guess what? If I tell them to get a robot that isn't very good or has a lot of hassle, who are they going to call? They're going to call me, and then I'm going to have to deal with it, and I'm going to have to go fix it. And if some robots are not fixable, like they're just, the app and how you use them is just no good. So you're no getting around it. So, but I've recommended the Mova P10 Pro to several friends and family members. I checked in with them last week before the Amazon sale, and they all said that the Mova P10 Pro was doing great. They had a few questions of setting it up. I've got the setup video that helped them out, but I also answered a few of their questions too. So again, on that website, I've answered a lot of questions on the Mova P10 Pro. I have Q&A on it. People email me. I try to help them out as much as I can. JustADadApproved.com. I do appreciate it. Again, I do use links. So if you purchase the product from in the description or on my website, I am an affiliate with Amazon. The product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. Again, I purchase these robot vacuum cleaners with my own money. I can say whatever I want about them, and I only want to get you a good robot vacuum cleaner. These robot vacuum cleaners, we are to the point now, they will save us time and money and clean our home. Now, you don't have to spend $1,200, $1,500, $1,600 on a good robot. That Mova P10 Pro is just super hard to beat for its price point. So again, thanks everybody. If you could, like, subscribe, check out the website, JustADadApproved.com.